A brief history of the development of experimental archaeology in Kazakhstan. Archaeology of Kazakhstan as an independent scientific direction was formed in the system of Academy of Science of Kazakh SSR in 1946. The formation of experimental archaeology in those years was closely connected with the usual analysis of Semyonov, which gained particular popularity among researchers of lithic technology. For instance, here we can see Professor Jaken Taymagambetov, who worked with the stone tools during the summer expedition. Thus, during the 1970s, two archaeological laboratories that made such analysis were established in Kazakhstan. One of them was created on the basis of the Petropavlovsk Pedagogical Institute. The second laboratory, Archaeological Technologies, was formed at Chokan Valikhanov Institute of History, Archaeology and Ethnography of Academy of Science of Kazakh SSR. At present, the staff of the first laboratory, headed by Anatoly Pleshakov, built a museum complex or a natural historical park with a reconstruction of the process of different eras of antiquities of Kazakhstan in a Kiri settlement. Over the years, the Educational and Scientific Center of Archaeology carried out intensive analytical work. Moreover, they created a collection of clothes, hats, shoes, jewelry, household items by analogy with ancient samples. Since the beginning of 2000s, a growing number of publications related to the reconstruction of heating facilities and production of Bronze Age metal. For example, Gaidulenko and Lagvin conducted a field experiment to smelt copper from Ora Altyn-Kazgan deposit using a natural blast, whereas the leading researcher of Margulan Institute, Yermolaeva, together with archaeometallurgists from Chelyabinsk, Rusanov, reconstructed the technology of production of copper and solid ores at the Taldasai settlement. Research in this direction was continued by the expedition of Buketov-Karaganda State University headed by Zhaumbayev and Evdokimov. As a result of joint work of archaeologists and metallurgists, on September 24, 2019, the reconstruction of the metallurgical furnace of the Alat settlement was opened on the square of the Temirtau City Museum of History and Local Lore. There is a Butay-Burabai Museum of Ethnography and Archaeology, dedicated to the Butay culture of the Analytic period. The exhibition contains 7 dwellings, which diameter varies from 8 to 10 meters. All homes are connected by underground passages, and each carries a certain purpose. A team of scientists is reconstructing the dwelling and household items of the ancient inhabitants of Butay. We consider that it's a good start in open-air museum history of Kazakhstan. Another significant event in local experimental archaeology was in 2019, namely the International Siberian Field Archaeological School, Antiquities of Great Step in the Stream of Millennia, was held in East Kazakhstan, organized by the teachers of the Department of Archaeology and Ethnology of the Gumilev Eurasian National University and Novosibirsk State University. Under the guidance of candidate of historical science Umit Kaliev, students recreated the clothes of dwellers of Bronze and Iron Ages. As a result of complex research, Ulan Umit Kaliev managed to obtain a patent for skates made of horse bones. To sum up, we can note that over the years, archaeologists have carried out some problem-oriented experimental studies which laid the initial basis for the development of this approach. However, the absence of experimental archaeological laboratories at universities, as well as experimental sites in the museums, hinders the full development of this discipline. Despite this, we consider that emergence of experimental programs in summer archaeological schools and the rising number of publications are the most convincing argument in favor of good prospect for further development. Thank you for your attention.